It has been windy, a little stormy all day, but nice. I'm just sitting down to make an early dinner. Uh, I'm having the same thing I had yesterday. I cracked into some of the island supplies with this dehydrated stuff and the packets, and I opened up a can of beef to throw into it, so it's just some beef stew. No one has arrived yet on the live, so I figured I would give the introduction of what I'm doing. Yeah, hope you enjoy. Hello, Brian. Hello, Homegrown. I'm doing well. How are y'all guys doing? Good evening, Brandy. Brandy, you're a fine girl. What a good wife you would be. My love and my lady is the same. Yeah, it's not a bad setup. Right now, I'm able to use my friend's power that they said I could use. However, this setup is also able to run off of my solar battery, which is what the plan is for the island. I'm making some beef and vegetable stew from one of these packets that was designed for the island. Each packet is like 8 small servings. They were supposed to be a day's or two worth of food for my family and I, but since I'm the only one heading up, I have way more food than I need. So I decided to go ahead and break into the island supplies and make some food. Yeah. This is the second day from the same package. Am I going to be anywhere near Ketchikan on the 1st? Actually, I might be in Ketchikan on the 1st. I'm not sure if I will have already headed to Prince of Wales. I might already be in Prince of Wales. Yeah, so yesterday for dinner, I made the other half of this package, which lasted me dinner, and then breakfast this morning, and then lunch this morning. And now I'm using the other half of the package to make dinner tonight, which will most likely give me breakfast and lunch tomorrow. Well, if you see me in Ketchikan, be sure to stop by and say hi. Shout out from the cornfields of South Indiana. Very cool. I like corn, but of course I'm corny. Right now, Bear is trying to figure out his journey and everything that he has set up that he wants to do. So he's not sure when he will actually be up here in Alaska. So we might literally just miss each other. Like when he gets to Haines, I'll probably already be in Ketchikan or Prince of Wales, and he's then going from Haines to Ketchikan and Prince of Wales. So I'm not sure how closely behind he'll be of whether or not we'll be able to like meet up It just all depends on timing. I'm sorry, Greg. I only let I'm very careful about who I put as my moderators because on TikTok I had a very big issue with one of my moderators blocking my largest gifters, which is like what the TikTok Lives thing is. So that caused quite a few issues. So I'm sorry, but I have to be very careful about who I make a moderator. No, I'm still in Haines. I'm not on the island yet. Thank you, Zane. I appreciate that. Currently, we're not filming for the show, but I am filming for my YouTube channel here. It's basically what I'm doing after the TV show. It's just following me around, just following me around, basically. Gonna take y'all guys on all my journeys, my adventures. So this morning there was actually a brown bear over on the beach. Uh, it was low tide at the time, so it was like right out there in the middle. Huh. I'm wondering what that is floating in the water. It's bobbing too much for it to be a shark. I appreciate that, B-Rad. That is very rad of you. Much appreciated. Am I an actor? No. Exactly. I'm not an actor. I'm just a guy. Just a guy trying to live my life, and that's pretty much all there is. I make cool stuff. I do weird things. Uh, yeah. Thank you, Suave. I appreciate that. Thank you. So, editing and stuff it's intensive. I have several hours worth of footage I'm going through, trying to figure out like what to put in, what not to put in, and I'm new to the whole like editing thing, so it takes me a while. I decided I didn't want to do anything social media wise on Sunday, uh, but I ended up doing a live on TikTok, and so I decided to do a live on here. But I decided not to do any editing or any posting like that, just some lives, basically just hanging out. So I'll sit down tomorrow and edit out the video with the encounter with the bears, and I'll get it posted either tomorrow night or the day after, so Monday or Tuesday, because it does take me quite a long time to get it uploaded because I shoot in 4K, so that's a lot. I think my last video ended up being 26 gigs when I uploaded it, and it took me 32 hours to get it uploaded. So, yeah, that took a bit. Oh, it's always a beautiful day in the bush. Hey, free range chicken. A couple family finds, but that's gonna be in the video, and I'm heading back in a couple days to... Sorry, there's 3 eagles circling above me. 4 eagles. Where'd you go? Oh, there. Oh, your son's a blacksmith? Very cool. Isn't that just so cool? That's just cool. Okay, no more view of the eagles. It's just this awful view of the waterfalls in the background and the sky. Sorry. I'm trying to live my best life. Only way it could get better is if I was able to have my kiddos here with me. Next year. Next year they'll be here with me. Ah, Kloak. Very cool. No, my family, we don't really hunt predators. I might do another show if I was asked. But right now, I'm just kind of enjoying focusing on my YouTube stuff. My sons are 3 and 6. You met Bam, Gabe, and Bird. I'm sorry. I apologize for them. I'm just kind of doing my own thing here on YouTube. My favorite town in Alaska? Maybe Kaufman Cove. Kaufman Cove is really nice. I don't give updates about anyone I'm related to. I'm sorry. Have I seen Bigfoot? No. No. I've seen some weird things, but, never Bigfoot. Yeah, if y'all can watch my stove for me, I'm gonna go grab my glasses. I know, I know. As soon as I put on glasses, I lose any sexy I had. I know. Some people look good in glasses, others just don't. But it should help with the headache, hopefully. Usually when I get a migraine, I take off my glasses, and it usually helps. But now I can kind of see. It's boiling. I'm making beef stew. All good. Yes, my plan is to fix up the house on the island. A couple are living on the mountain, but I'm not one of them. Do I enjoy cooking? It depends what I'm cooking. I think my favorite thing to cook would have to be my fresh oven roasted tomato soup. Did you really have your friends collect records and then change your number after your last live? I don't know what you're talking about. I do not follow. Yes, I have some pictures of my house. No, there are no snakes in Alaska. No, I do not have any. I do not have anyone. I do not have a girlfriend. I have no relationship whatsoever. I am just me. I am just alone. As it probably should be. Yes, there's lots of bears in Alaska, but no snakes. Yeah, there are a few trolls here in Alaska, mainly under the bridges, but not just man-made bridges, also the bridges that are formed naturally by large trees that fall over rivers and creeks and whatnot. So, no, I'm alone. Not much. I'm just up here in Haines, Alaska, waiting for my ferry, and just enjoying myself. It's in its 50s somewhere, I'd say. You're in the south side of British Columbia, south of Burns Lake. Very cool. I actually drove through British Columbia when I was coming here. I decided to drive instead of take the ferry. I do not smoke weed. I wouldn't know. No, I didn't bring any of my creations with me. I brought my sketchbook. I was wanting to sit down on the island and sketch up some designs, but I'm not quite there yet. Don't worry, you'll know when I get there. I do not discuss I do not discuss any of my siblings. Yes, my sketchbook. Oh, I'm not doing too bad. How are y'all doing? Indeed, Andrew. I'm glad that you enjoyed the show. And if you want to follow me here, I'm sure there's going to be plenty more adventures. No, I'm not on my island yet. Soon. Don't worry. Once I'm on the island, everyone's going to know it. Hello, Perry. Your mother Mary asked me to shout out to you. Hello, Perry. Oh, Mother Mary. Now I have that song stuck in my head. Thinking words of wisdom, let it be. No, I didn't get any pizza today. I haven't gone back to town. I'm just kind of hanging out here and for the next week or so. Oh, you're in New York? Very cool. Am I a Christian? Yes, of course. I'm cooking some beef and vegetable soup. Oh, not sure if you guys heard that one. My back just popped like 6 times. I went to a chiropractor once. So my ex-wife was like, "You should try this." I went once. I got there and I was explaining how my neck felt and what was up, and I sat there and I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm able to do this like thing where I go like this, pull my shoulders back, get my neck here, and I can just go and just pop my neck a couple times. And the guy sat there and he's like, "Then why do you need me?" It's like real sarcastic. And I looked at him like, You know what? You're right. I don't. I turned and walked out. Yes, I'm going to be running solar power on the island with a fuel generator backup. Yes, I was on a TV show. Yes, I read a ton growing up. My birthday is July 18th. Oh, excuse me. Hiccups. About how big is my island? Uh, my joke that I like to say is, why do you want to compare islands? It's like no one has an island, which is so cool. It's like awesome. My two proudest achievements, right? I have two amazing sons. They're just good people, and I own an island. That's like, yeah. I'm making beef and vegetable soup. The chat is moving quite quickly. Avarista? I noticed whenever the family filmed for the show, and again when visiting Alaska, you all always wear heavy clothes and leather. Is it always colder in that region? Yes. Thank you for the donation. And yeah, it's always a bit colder up here. I like to be comfortable, and I'm comfortable when I have a bit of weight on me. I don't know what it is. It feels like a hug without having the of someone touching you. So right now, I don't need my jacket. Not necessary. I was actually earlier in my t-shirt, right? It doesn't matter. I don't really get cold unless we hit -2 is when I start to get cold. That's not just the Alaskan thing. That's a nerve thing, whatever. However, I like to be comfortable, and my comfy is wearing weight. This weighs a good bit. I don't know. It's just something about it, having that weight around you. It's just comfy. So I like the chill air because it means I can put on a jacket without getting super, super warm, which is an issue of mine. I get really hot. Yes, I've had an IQ test. No, I won't share the number. I view my IQ as the same thing as my maximum bench press. It doesn't matter. I'm not comparing to people. I don't compare myself to others. I'm just me. And that kind of information is personal. No, I haven't had a pizza yet. But I have had a headache for about 3 days. Isn't it like 80% of people are from 85 to 115? It is sad what the modern day statistic of IQ is. I think like the average IQ is like 95 to 100 now. But yeah. I did, Dory. I did, and I commented and answered the question. Thank you. Boil, boil, toil and trouble. So this is a can of beef that I brought with, and some people would probably be like, okay, use the meat, don't get too much of this fat. The white part is fat. See, most people mispronounce what it's called. It's not pronounced fat, it's pronounced flavor. Yes, there's a reason that I'm 45 pounds overweight. I am in Alaska right now. I am currently in Haines, Alaska. Am I safe if a bear comes to my truck window? Of course. There's some places that you shouldn't stick your face. My window in the middle of the night is one of them. No matter what you are. It's like Slenderman come up to my window. Big mistake, buddy. Yes, Gypsy, I did. My ferry is on the 26th. No, no good adventures today. I was just kind of staying around my camp today. I have no plans to go to Phoenix. Thank you for the invite, though. No, I don't hold any patents right now. Those are expensive. I am counting down the days. I didn't realize I was already the 10th today, or is this the 11th? Yeah, 10th. That's what I thought. Oh, I just saw I have a message. Have I watched Braveheart? Of course. Oh, you should definitely visit Alaska. Like 100%. I do still practice archery. Not as much as I would like, but I do to an extent. Yes, I did end up buying the island, and that's where I'm going. I did not bring the bug zapper hat. What kind of weapon is my hunting rifle? My hunting rifle is a Remington 300 Win Mag. It's one my family has used for over 15 years, I would say, as we've had it. I've never seen the show. I have no clue how edited it was or anything. I've never seen it. When you ask for a shout out, you have to put the name of the person that I'm shouting out. I can't just say Melissa's husband. Currently, we're on hiatus, but I am filming for my TikTok and posting long format stuff here. Hello, Craig's pregnant fiance, Brooke. I'm not sure why he added the pregnant fiance part. Uh, hello, Brooke. And congratulations. I'll be right back. I thought there was someone here. I suppose not. I do not have any Dr. Pepper with me. Tonight I am having beef stew again. It was a little bit on the tough side yesterday, so I'm going to leave it on a little bit longer today. I have a Ford F-350 Super Duty. No, I'm not sponsored. Yet. There's always time. And Sam Elliott can't do those commercials forever. How many UFOs and aliens have you seen in Alaska? Technically, if you identified them as aliens, then it is no longer a UFO, which is an unidentified flying object. So if you identified it as an alien, it would be an AFO, alien flying object. My name on TikTok is Noah DC Brown. Sorry, the comments are moving quickly. Yeah, it's the second. There's no message delay. It went off. Okay, now I have a message delay back on. That should help a little bit. Try to keep up with it. Second. Got a message. All right. All good. No one's dying, so we're fine. Yes, I'm Noah Brown from Alaskan Bush People. The DC stands for Dark Cloud. Mine is a Ford F-350 Super Duty. It is the gas, not the diesel. It gets about 9 miles a gallon. The island was about the same price as a 20-acre piece of property in Washington. I'm glad that you like the show, Sam. Am I a fan of Elon Musk? I think that the Tesla robots are cool. There's a lot of potential there. Where is the island? It's in Alaska. Nope, I'm the only family I have in Alaska. No, I'm not staying in Alaska permanently. I'm here fixing up my property so that I bring my kiddos with me next year. And I howl at 1,000 likes. No sardines today. I went with some beef and vegetable soup. I do not discuss siblings. Aw, thank you, Ad. I appreciate that. I'm glad that y'all guys like the show. What's my favorite thing to cook when I'm out here? I don't know. When I'm out here like this, food is just food. It doesn't really matter. However, my favorite thing to cook when I have an actual kitchen is my fresh oven roasted tomato soup. It is a knockout. It's good. I have a story about it. But I'd rather not talk about my ex-wife. Okay. Now I'm just gonna let it sit on the hot burner while it's turned off. I have had caribou, but not lately. Ooh, Ireland. I have a friend who's constantly jet setting off to Ireland. Aw. Yeah, I've never been though, not yet. Do I have anything sweet to eat tonight? I have a packet of Oreos that I picked up. riding a horse. What's my favorite thing to do? Well, my ladder on the list of favorite things to do. I love to play with my kiddos. I like to ride motorcycles. I like to fly planes. That's super cool. I like to fix things. I like to read. I like to play video games occasionally. I like to learn. What skill would I still like to learn? Ooh, I'd like to finish getting my pilot's license. Followed up by the piano. My ferry is on the 26th. Do I get lonely? I believe that some people are capable of being completely content all by themselves forever, and others get lonely in a crowded room. Do I want more kids? I don't have a wife, so that's pretty much irrelevant. Sorry. I have 2 sons. Would I get married again? I don't foresee that happening, but you never know where life goes. I didn't think I would end up divorced, so. Life happens, roll with it. Pretty much, Eric. It just is what it is. Bad things happen, good things happen. Enjoy the time in between. Please do not be disrespectful to the mother of my children. She might be my ex, but she is still my children's mother, and I will not tolerate disrespect of any kind towards her. I am in Ketchikan, Alaska. Ketchikan. Oh, I just saw the word Ketchikan. I am in Haines, Alaska, going to Ketchikan next. My favorite YouTube channel besides my own is called Horror Babble. It's a guy named Ian Gordon that reads H.P. Lovecraft books and books in that mythos. I have 2 sons, Eli and Adam. I leave here in Haines on the 26th. I'm just me. I don't try to be anything else. I'm not gonna change who I am for anyone else. I am just me, and I'm getting back to being me. So I'm actually making videos and posting them here on YouTube. No, I was not an actor. I'm just me. Yes, regretfully, PayPal will not let me change the name on it, and I have it hooked up to so much that I cannot change the name on it. Do I believe in Jesus? Yes. Elizabeth Taylor married Richard Burton twice. You never know. I know because, like I had informed my ex-wife a long time ago, I would only propose once. And once I'm asked to leave, I will only leave once. No, there's no chance of reconciliation. Yes, I'm still heading to the island. I'm heading to the island, but well, divorce is part of life. It happens. A lot of my jokes only work if people have seen the same movies that I have, and that's very rare. Hello, JJ. We're currently on hiatus. So here in a couple days, I'm going to be heading back to the old family homestead, and continuing to dig through the wreckage. I'm so close to finding the family album that I think was left on accident. I know it. I know it. I'm so close. I howl at 1,000 likes. Every 1,000 likes, I howl. Well, I enjoy doing lives like this because it lets me connect with the people that feel connected with me. Does that make sense? So on TV, it's very one way. You get to know me, but I don't get to know you. But here, I get to sit down and I get to talk with y'all guys. More of a personal connection, I suppose. Everyone in the family is doing well, but I don't give out updates. For any information, you have to reach out to them directly. There are quite a few trolls, indeed. No, I will be using my Starlink on the island. It's the only way to get service there. How have I been sleeping? Usually on my side, sometimes my back, kind of like go between. So my video about the bears is the next one I have coming out. I don't like to do editing and stuff on Sunday. I kind of take it more of a relaxed day. So I'm going to be editing it tomorrow and posting it. So if you want to make sure you see the video about the bears, then definitely go ahead and follow me here. Thank you for the condolences. Let's see, what's your name? No, no hair, don't care. Thank you for the condolences. I appreciate that. It's it is hard missing someone, but again, it's just part of life. Nothing lasts forever. Have I had any close encounters with bears? Yes, a few of them. My closest encounter recently is actually the next video I'm going to be posting here on YouTube. None of the TV show was scripted. If you look it up on Discovery Channel, it is listed as an unscripted reality show. Actually, I think it's listed as an unscripted docu-series, is technically what it is. I'm not sure why the rude people aren't being removed. I'm not certain. I'm not planning on going to Chichikov Island, and Chichikov Island is where Browntown is. Do bears scare me, or do I remain calm? You have to remain calm, no matter what. Animals like that, specifically large predators, can literally smell fear. So you must remain calm. Thank you, Jordan. I appreciate that. So I've heard that bears do swim over to my island in order to be able to collect the berries that are there, because there's berries there that aren't found on the mainland. So I'll just have to be on the lookout. However, when it comes to the island, so here, like at the old property, it's not my place, so I'm invading their spot, so I'm giving them space. However, on my island, it's my space, not theirs. Thank you, Daisy. That is very appreciated. And so I'm going to be making sure that I do thoroughly scare off any of the large predators from the island so that they realize there is a more predominant predator in the area as opposed to them. Do you have a preacher teacher, Noah? I do not know what that is. Have I ever eaten bear meat? I believe so when I was younger. My family, we don't hunt predators. I'm going to be building a dock on the island, yes. I have to get the permits and everything, but I will be putting a dock in eventually. So the island technically has a designation, but not a name, which means I just have to file the name for it. You have proof of ownership, which is the deed, which I have, and then you just file the name. So I'm not going to rush into it, because I believe it can only be named once, and once it is, it's named. So I'm not going to rush into it. I'm going to own the island until I die, so it just is what it is. I'm staying in Haines until the 26th. That's when my ferry ticket is. So I'm not going to name the island anything anyone ever suggests. So even if someone accidentally guesses what I'm going to name the island, I will thereby not name the island that. So my soup is probably ready now. Soup, soup, soup. Soup, soup, soup. Soup, soup, soup. I'm not blocking people. It is that I have made it to where you can only comment every 2 minutes in order to make it fair and so that the messages don't go by too fast. No, the island was sold just as a regular piece of property. Soup, 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 soup. Soup, 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 soup. Soup, 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 soup. Soup, 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 soup. Soup, 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 soup. You know what's sad? Like, really sad. What is sad is things that make you cry. Oh, you thought I was going to be more specific? No, that's it. Yes, at high tide I will be able to fish off of my porch. Oh, you're in Klawock. Very cool. So if you're in Klawock, is the Whales house still standing? The Whales house is the oldest building in Klawock. Ooh. That is hot. Ooh, like really hot, like Brazilian supermodel in bikini under a waterfall kind of hot. Ooh. Hello, Sarah. I don't have any cheese. Do a flip. My hair isn't long enough. Super chat from Elizabeth. Oh, did I miss a super chat? The only one that says is up is Daisy. Well, thank you, Elizabeth. I missed what your question was, though. I'm sorry. Still, some of them are undercooked. I am that guy from the Alaska show. Hey, Oak Ridge. Thank you. Welcome in. It is vegetable beef stew. Yep, I do. I howl at a 1,000 likes. Every 1,000 likes, I howl. Just like. Don't spill, don't spill. Tote. By now that question's gonna be gone. Okay, now I can set it down a little bit easier. Why do I howl? In remembrance of how I grew up. I don't have an address to be able to receive things here in Alaska. Yes, my channel is new. I've had it about a month, I think. Are you from Springfield, Oregon? No, I'm from Alaska. My truck is gas, not diesel. Ah, my middle name is Dark Cloud. Does my mother watch to keep track of me? I don't believe so. Holy smokes, I watched you for years. You know, that would be creepy if I wasn't on television. Glad you like the show, Chris. Almost 600 likes. Oh, 600 likes, over halfway to a howl. Was my hair blonde as a kid? Very much so. Way, way more blonde than it is now. Google says I was born in Texas. That is inaccurate. I was born in I was born in Juneau, Alaska, the capital of Alaska. Right now, I'm just kind of doing my own thing here on YouTube. I'm kind of enjoying it. Sometimes it's pressure. Don't have to deal with people. Just myself and you. Oh, thank you. I like my jacket too. It's one of my favorites. I think you're more likable on YouTube. Okay. If you say so. I don't practice martial arts as much as I should. I need to get back into it. Yes, bears will swim over to the island to get the berries. How was growing up with the camera around? So I was 19 when it started. So I'm not sure how much growing up that counts as, but it was around for 11 years, and it was weird. It took a lot of getting used to. Do I like Bruce Lee? I never met him personally. Why do I look like someone from a show? It could be because I am someone from a show. Do I like chocolate? Yes, of course. No, this is beef stew. It's a beef and vegetable stew. sure what I'm gonna do someday. I'm gonna go to Ireland eventually, but right now I'm just focusing on one thing at a time. Do I like the smell of Alaska? Yes. Yes, I do. There's corn, some barley, some sort of bean, some carrots, uh, peas, and that sort of thing. And I think some potato. Got the hiccups all of a sudden. No, no tractor on the island. I cut my hair in honor of my dad. Yes, Doc is on the plan for my island. No, I've never seen the show. I do own the island. I am the sole owner of the island. You know, I think that it's the peas that are still underdone. It is. Same issue in cup noodles. The peas are always underdone. Thank you, Elizabeth. I appreciate that. It is a great view. Actually, I think I'm gonna turn my burner back on to cook it a little bit longer. Y'all guys enjoy the view, and I'll be right back. So eating my coffee with a morning kiss. Tell me you love me for a million years. And if it don't work out, and if it don't work out, then you can tell me goodbye. Let's go. Oh, that's perfect timing. Avarista, you mentioned getting your pilot's license. Do you have plans to have a seaplane for the island? Hello from Rhode Island. Oh, very cool. Followed your family on the show. Enjoying the socials now. Oh, that is very cool. Thank you, Avista. Yes, my plan is eventually to have a float plane dock on my island, with a place there to be able to store my float plane while I'm on the island. That way, all I have to do is fly my own plane, fly my private plane for my private island to a private hangar and catch a can and then fly down. Where did I get the purple chair? Found in the woods on my friend's property. Currently, the show's on hiatus, so I'm just filming stuff and posting it here on YouTube. My day's not going too bad. Actually, I believe it's nettle. So I was doing some clearing, heading to the river up at the old piece of property. And I have my gloves on, but I wiped the back of my head. So I believe that it is nettle stings. I am having vegetable soup with beef and barley. Do I still live by a code of honor? Of course. Without honor, we have nothing. I do not give updates about my siblings. I did like my handlebar mustache. I thought it looked good. I have thought about bringing it back, but honestly, I have too much of a double chin to shave. Like, if I got rid of this, it'd just be nothing but chins down here. So maybe when I lose some weight, then I'll bring back the handlebar. My day wasn't too bad, Will. How was your day? My best experience in Alaska? Too many good ones. I don't want to diminish any of them by picking a favorite. Lee, you are being crude. Please stop. No, I don't have any cookies in my pocket right now. No, I do not smoke weed. I don't do drugs. I don't judge people that do. To each their own, but I don't. Yes, it's a real background. Perfect timing for the Eagles. It's not water, it's broth. Broth is good for you. Thank you for the condolences, my dad. I appreciate that. Did I ever watch Dragon Ball Z? I think I've seen a couple clips, maybe an episode or something. My current residence is in Orville, Washington. It is in the exact same state and county as both my children. I have a residence there and an apartment, and I have not and will not abandon my children, period. Do I like to read fiction? Of course, who doesn't? Oh, excuse me, pardon me, I'm so sorry. Oh, very cool. Thank you, sweetheart. Sometimes I think that people intentionally change like their account name to get me to say something endearing. Like this one lady's name on TikTok was Sexy Eyes, and she like asked a question, and I always have to address the people. So I think people do that on purpose. Like this one was like Sweetheart, so it's like I called her Sweetheart. It's funny. No, no one's ever asked me to be in a movie. My thoughts about Bigfoot? There's no conclusive evidence one way or the other. It is 5 o'clock. I do not touch any political discussions. I should teach survival. Number 1 lesson, don't die. My ferry's on the 26th. I don't practice Tai Chi as often as I should. This would be a really good beach for it, though. I will admit, I made it a super chat so I could get a hello. I knew it, sweetheart. I knew it. I'm not gonna rock, paper, scissors for a poem. A large enough super chat with a request, I would do a poem, but I don't know. I have 3 main ones, well, 4 main ones. 2 of them I wrote. One is about love not sought, it was the appreciation of the possibility. And then the other one is love lost, but not like in a breakup kind of way. It's in more of a no matter how long we have together, it won't be enough type of way. So much better with salt. It is. I'm so glad I found my salt. And that's extremely rude way to put it, JS. It's straight up disrespectful. I'll be getting my fishing license on the 15th. Thank you, Melissa. And yes, I'm planning on picking up rations, any that I have left over that I need. I'm planning on picking them up in Ketchikan, because Ketchikan actually has a Walmart. As the pardon me. I'm so sorry. Forgive me for my manners. Overall opinion of Washington State. It's not Alaska, but everyone seems nice. It's too hot. Way too warm. But the people are super friendly. I need to turn off my burner. I'll be right back. I'm gonna turn off my burner. That should do. And I'm gonna go grab my juice. I'll be right back. You guys enjoy an awesome view. Unless that's just of the bush that I turned it the wrong way. Away, away, it's far and away. I got a letter from my baby today. Away, away. Yeah, it was just a bush. It's a nice bush though, isn't it? This wasn't burning. Far and away, I got a letter, and this is what it said. It said I should come home quite soon. It said I should come home, 'cause my baby's coming soon. Sorry. No, I do not have a tent. Definitely no tents for me. I'm not gonna be in a tent while there's a grizzly bear around. I think that would be a mistake. I've been working on that song for the better part of a decade, cause quite frankly, I just haven't been able to finish it. What cookie? Why the heavy jacket? Because it feels like a hug without having anyone that has to touch me. My ex-wife is still in Washington with my sons. I, however, don't have a wife right now. It is what it is. It's the ocean, not a lake. I look like I play guitar. I'm not sure how to take that. And then she's saying I look like I rock. It is a waterfall. Thank you, Meredith. And it is a waterfall. Isn't that cool? I don't discuss politics of any kind. It's a good cookie. Next year, I'm gonna be bringing my kiddos up. The comments have really slowed down. No, I actually haven't seen any moose lately. I don't watch Alaskan TV. I don't watch any reality shows. I am not a fan. Yeah, good enough. I'm just waiting until the 15th to get my paycheck so that I can get my fishing license. Yes, there's lots of moose up in Wasilla. The amount of mosquitoes depend on the location you're in. However, a little known fact is that the Alaskan state bird is a mosquito. Just wanted to say I binged all the seasons. That is very cool, Pat. That is an accomplishment because there's 14 seasons. Hello, Evan. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of reality shows. I've never seen the show. Condolences, Carla. I'm so sorry. It's never easy to lose someone. I don't have a big problem with mosquitoes. Bam does, but I don't. I don't watch reality shows because I don't like them. And I don't watch my show because I think that'd be weird. Have you ever been to Spokane, Washington? Yes, a bunch of times. You're on season 11? Very cool. For me, it is 5:18. A book that I recommend, I would say One Wave at a Time. It's a good one. It's written by an Alaskan that spent almost 40 years in Alaska. He moved up in the mid 80s, raised a big family. It's One Wave at a Time. Sup, Noah from Ukraine. Provoit. Yes, it's my dad's book. Yes, One Wave at a Time is my dad's book. uh, yep, Stacy, if you want to make sure that you don't miss the island, be sure to subscribe so that you see when I get there. Hello, Virginia. It gets dark about 10:30. You live in Spokane? Very cool, Graham. I'm hanging in there. Not doing too bad. Good evening, Trish. Trish. You subscribed? Very cool. I have a bunch of videos you should check out and more coming. I do. I have a few mods that are really helping me out, and it's very appreciated. What is this purple symbol? Trish sent clapping seal. There, that is really cool. I don't know what it does, but that was cool looking. I made beef and vegetable soup today. Advice for a first-time dad: slow down and enjoy every moment. Enjoy every sleepless night, every dirty diaper, every cold. Enjoy every moment you get to spend with your child, because eventually it will end. Every moment that passes, a moment you will never get back, so enjoy them all, even the tough ones. That, and babies really like tummy time on top of dad's chest. Skin to skin contact is good, but if your kid's having trouble sleeping, if you lay on your back and put the baby right here, I've kind of a broad chest, so it helps. Put a pillow underneath each elbow, hands on the side of baby like this, and they'll just like sleep right here. He or she will sleep right there, putting their head like nuzzling into your neck. That's one of the best places that a baby can sleep, because they can hear your heartbeat and feel your breath. And it reminds me of when they were in the womb. So, because we're men, you have to put your elbows on the pillows so your hands are here, so they don't roll to the sides or whatnot or move around too much. But women have like a built-in system to prevent the rolling. I howl at 1,000 likes. Aw, thank you, Jamie. Thank you, Alice. I appreciate that. I'm so sorry, Joel. That's that is more than an impossible thing to go through, and I'm sorry. No. The naming of my island will have nothing to do with anyone that I know. It will be something that will be forever and stand the test of time, and something that someday both of my sons will be like, cool. Fishing license is $100. I do hunt. I haven't hunted in quite a while, but yes, I do. I don't really judge an entire genre of music. I go song to song. I have heard some country music that I like, mainly like the old fashioned, like Hank Williams isn't bad. Ever read The Dragon Riders of Pern? That sounds incredibly familiar. I might have. Yes, yes, Debbie. I bought an island. My favorite wild meat to eat? Ooh, I don't know. My favorite meat in general is beef, but I'm not sure what my favorite wild meat would be. Cindy, thank you. That is outrageously appreciated. But if you're gonna send a super like that, put like a question I can answer, because I see it when they pop up, and I'd love to be able to answer your question. Are dragonflies in Alaska? Yes, of course. I appreciate that, Stephanie. The best investment you can invest in life is property. There will never be any more of it, and it's something everyone will always want. The island was about the same price as a house in Washington would be. Yes, Maria. I own my own island. It's not much, but it's an island, shore to shore. And it technically has a designation, which means I get to name it. There's a lot of dragonflies in Alaska. I'll get some footage of them next time I head up to the old house site. Just a second. I saw a comment that I want to address. Mars Sedling something says, bought my house for 700K and sold it for 400. So I disagree. And that's your problem. You sold it. So if you're going to sell property, you have to sell it at the right time to the right people with the right type of improvement investments in it. Otherwise, am I still married? Legally, yes. Functionally, no. Otherwise, when you buy a property, you don't sell it. You rent it. That way you can make money on it forever. It will be great. One way or another, my future will be great. Yes, land prices have gone drastically skyward. If I sold my island, I'd probably get about double what I paid for it. Do people swim in the ocean? Yes. Are people idiots? Yes. I've seen what's in the ocean. I'm not going to get in there with it. I did not bring a kayak. I brought a skiff. Although the owner of this property has been begging me to kayak, and I don't think I can bring myself to do it. Eventually, I am going to build a big house on it, yes. So, that's an interesting question. Do you need a fishing license to fish on your property? Well, legally speaking, you cannot own anything below high tide mark. So therefore, if you're fishing in the water, you don't own the water. The state does. And the state says you need a license. So, I guess if you had a pond on your property or a lake on your property, then you could fish as much as you want. However, anything in the ocean is owned by the government. Thank you, Josh. I really appreciate that. My cabin never had a hole in the floor. Ooh, ooh. Oh, I might want to get into this one, but this could last a bit. Ooh. Ghost Phantom, which is redundant, says, however, water is wet. Is water wet? Can water be wet? Water is what makes things wet. And for something to be wet, it has to have water on it. So is water technically wet? Can it hold the property of what it is? Isn't that interesting? Or is water just water and you're wet because you're in it? Water is not wet. Whatever it's on becomes wet. Like fire is not burning. It's whatever it's touching is burning. My island is 2.8 acres. The no-see-ums are coming out. Okay, I have 1 hour until I get to call my kiddos. Aw, thank you, Mary, for subscribing. Be sure to check out my videos. There's more to come. No, I don't finish my Dungeons and Dragons stuff. I haven't really gotten to play Dungeons and Dragons in the last few months. Everyone's just been busy. So I've thought when I get to Washington about starting up a campaign. And if people miss it, they miss it, and that's just the way it is. Because I enjoy DMing for Dungeons and Dragons. I enjoy it. It's fun. Right now, I only DM for my family, but I've been thinking about branching out a bit. Oh, thank you, Josh. I appreciate that. Yes, a couple of my siblings are on YouTube. Thank you, Billy McFly. Welcome to the club. Very cool. I haven't actually played Dungeons and Dragons online before, through like video chat or anything like that. More the way I do it is like in person, which might make it a little bit more difficult. No, I'm not worried about earthquakes. I view earthquakes kind of like lightning. If I'm supposed to die by a natural disaster, it will happen. So. You took pictures of my dad and my brother in 2017? Very cool. I'll be going to the island as soon as I can. Hello, Mick and Carla. We did. We bred 2 foals from Prometheus. Uh, but yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have to sell him. I am still in Alaska. I'm legally married, but functionally single. Will I have a refrigerator on the island? Not positive yet. I have a small cooler that is able to run off of my solar panel, but I'm not sure how well that'll work. My name is Dark Cloud, not Dark Corner. But I have a feeling you already knew that. I am. I'm Noah Brown from Alaskan Bush People on the Discovery Channel. One of the things I want to do once I get to the island is sit down and write. I have some books I want to write. I have a backup generator, but mainly I'm going to be running off of my solar generator. Solar and wind turbine, of course. No, there's no fresh water on the island, but I believe I have a spring that I'm going to be able to tap eventually. Good night, Roman. I actually have a bunch of different genres of books I'm interested in writing, because I have stories for all sorts of genres. Okay, Cindy. Be sure to follow, because I'll let everyone know when my book is out someday. What's it like to be on a fishing boat during the holidays with your family? Good luck working on your house. Thank you, Trish. I appreciate that. Oh no, we just normal growing up. Just was how it was. Might be a bit tight quarters, but it was just childhood. Well, my phone is at 15%. I'm going to have to stop and charge it. Because I have a phone call with my kids coming up, and I don't want to miss that. So I'm going to have to get going. I do apologize because We are at 843 likes, and at 1,000, I howl, but my phone is dying, so I do not believe we have time to quite get there. So, apologies. I will be... What's your favorite poem you wrote? I have two that I really like of my poems. So, I'm going to have to get going. I need to make sure my phone is charged for my call with my kiddos. Okay. I was 19 when the show started. Okay. So, guys, have a nice night. See you next time. Be sure to like, follow, subscribe, all that stuff. I should have a new video out in a day or two. So, yeah. Y'all guys take it easy.